Na Rympei U paidbah Bri U Hynñiewtrep.
Direction in writ petitions. So the state government in this case has notified and admitted that as per the State of Forest Report 1995 published by the Forest Survey of India, the total forest cover in the state is recorded as 15,714 square kilometers. And it was recorded and classified in different categories. For example, number 1, forest areas directly under the control of the State Forest Department of Meghalaya, reserve forest, protected forest, national parks, proposed Mariang reserve, Ktah reserve forest, areas on the parks and gardens, forests on the areas in the campus of Northeastern Hills University, forest areas on the defense, and forests under the Giant Hills Autonomous District Council, forests under the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council, so on and so forth, sir. So I'm sure that if the government is conducting a cadastral survey today, it will not be able to get this figure that was recorded in the forest as far as the area is concerned. So, sir, in fact, on behalf of the party, we had tried to get an appointment with the Chief Minister to discuss on certain issues as far as the environment is concerned. But, sir, sadly to say that the Chief Minister was not willing to meet us and discuss across the table, which is why, on behalf of the party, I had given a letter to the Chief Minister expressing our opposition as far as a few areas is concerned. So we know, sir, that a few months ago, the Chief Minister had announced several projects to be implemented in the state, which include setting up of new industrial unit at Burneyhat, beautification of Lake, commercial building at Polo Junction, mechanized multi-level car parking at Vivekananda Road near Additional Secretariat and Polo Ground and Polo Commercial Complex, a beautification of Yodo Market, improvement and beautification of 5 lakes in the state and Watts Lake Promenade, conversion of Panang Lake Park into a parking space, and Shillong Peak Ropeway project at Lom Shillong. These are the projects that have been announced by the government. So let me come to the intention of the government, the proposal of the government to set up new industrial unit at Burneyhat. So we had given a letter to the government expressing our opposition, as I've just mentioned, regarding the transfer, the proposal of the government to transfer the Soil and Water Conservation and Agriculture Department's land to the MIA for the creation of new industrial estate at Burneyhat. So there are few concerns that we have highlighted in this letter. And number 1 is that depletion of forest cover. So we know that we are now experiencing climate change right here, right now. And we are living in an area where climate change is a pressing global issue. The proposed repurposing of land will definitely lead to a significant depletion of our forest cover, which is indispensable for maintaining ecological balance. And so Meghalaya's rich biodiversity and forested lands are our greatest assets. And losing this cover for industrial development is unacceptable. So let us come also to the existing pollution level at Burneyhat. So according to a report by the Center for Research on Energy and Clean Air, CRA, released on 8 March 2024, Burneyhat, an industrial town in the border of Meghalaya and Assam, was identified as the most polluted city in India. Burneyhat is already facing severe pollution issues, and adding more industrial activity will only exacerbate the environmental degradation. This issue raises a serious question about the prudence of establishing another industrial estate in an already overburdened area. So we find that the proposal of the government is also undermining these two departments, the agriculture and conservation, soil and conservation departments. So the essential roles of these departments will be undermined, sir. So these departments, as we know, are crucial for sustainable agricultural practices and environmental conservation, both of which are vital for the long-term well-being of our state. So we feel that strengthening these sectors should be our priority, not diminishing their capabilities for short-term industrial gain. So coming to the historical failure of the government, sir. So we have seen that Meghalaya government has a track record of mismanagement, public sectors, industries, and corporation. This raises serious concerns about the feasibility and success of the proposed industrial development. Past failures suggest that this initiative may not only disrupt the functioning of the agriculture and soil and water conservation departments, but also fail to deliver any significant industrial good. So may I also remind this House that the government had already set up the export promotion industrial park at Burnihad. And so, sir, to say that, to see that most of these industrial units which had been set up in this APIP have abandoned. They have left, and to name a few, sir, there are around 17 of these units which have left after having enjoyed tax holiday, power subsidy, and all kinds of facilities given by the government to these industries. So there are around 17, as I've said, like Aniruddha Steel, Meghalaya Carbide and Chemical, Jai Kamakhya Alloys, Trishul Ispat, Meghalaya Soba Ispat, Adhunik Steel, Burnihad Ispat, Greystone, and the list can go on, sir. We are left with few industrial units there in Burnihad. So I feel that the government should not touch this land, because now we know that the government, is intending to allocate around 107 acres of land belonging to the Soil and Water Conservation Department and 27 acres of land owned by the Agriculture Department. So the question here is, why does the government want to convert the above land into an industrial estate? Is it because these departments, soil and agriculture, have failed to make use of these lands? That is the question number one. Are agriculture and soil water conservation not relevant to the $10 billion economy? So, sir, our suggestion is that why can't the government utilize other unused lands for such industrial unit? And why can't the government reuse those land which have been left and abandoned by those industrial units there in Burnihad? So we had also mentioned here our opposition regarding the proposal to transfer land at Umyam for beautification plans, sir. So our concern has been highlighted in this letter. Number one, deforestation and ecosystem disruption. So we feel that the plan to allocate 300 acres of land for the beautification of the Umyam Lake may pose a severe threat to the local ecosystems. This move could lead to an extensive deforestation, sir, disrupting the habitat of various flora and fauna and leading to soil erosion, which will negatively impact the Umyam Lake's water quality. So historical data also shows that Meghalaya lost 17,000 hectares of forest land between 2014 and 2023. Given this alarming end of deforestation, it is crucial to protect our remaining forests rather than converting them for tourism infrastructure. So another series of concern is that its impact on Umyam Lake's ecosystem. The introduction of extensive water sports and entertainment facilities around Umyam Lake could lead to further pollution despite assurance of lake rejuvenation. So the additional human activity and potential pollution from boats and other water sports equipment could overwhelm these efforts and result in long-term environmental degradation. So, its impact on local communities. The current plan does not adequately consider the needs and concern of the local communities living around Umyam Lake. These communities could face displacement or significant changes to the way of life without proper consultation and compensation. The emphasis on high-end tourism could marginalize local vendors and small businesses that currently thrive on more accessible, budget-friendly tourism. So, sir, these are the issues of concern where I would like to bring to the notice of this August House. And sir, as far as this project, this Shillong Peak Ropeway project at Lom Shillong, it has come to our notice. I don't know, it's for the government to clarify whether it is a fact or not, but there is the plan on the part of the government in the process of implementing this project that trees will be felled in that Lom Shillong for more than 1,000 trees. So, sir, I think that is not acceptable. So, if that is the case, the government needs, we are not against that project, sir, but we feel that an alignment needs to be changed so that it will not affect, because that area has been known also as a catchment area, sir. So, sir, coming to other projects also, like the Pannong Lake Park, which the Chief Minister had mentioned that it will be converted. What we feel now, sir, we feel that what Shillong needs today, Shillong today needs more green patches of land. So therefore, sir, we feel that the government Words Lake, so that we will not have to pay the price in the future, sir. So, as per the data, we have seen that the rise in temperature is increasing day by day. We are now experiencing burning heat in Shillong. Shillong, which has been known as one of the best hill stations, is now slipping away. It is no longer a hill station. The temperature in Shillong is not too much difference from Assam. So, sir, I feel that in order to mitigate climate change and to put a check on the rise of temperature, the government should designate more green patches of land around Shillong. I also fail to understand, sir, why the government decides to start this medical college here in civil hospital. I fail to understand. Sir, in one way the government is trying to decongest Shillong, and on the other way the government is bringing projects in Shillong only. We feel that this kind of a project should be taken somewhere away from Shillong. It can come to my constituency, I can help the government to get a land. It will be an ideal place for a medical college. But to keep everything in Shillong Civil Hospital, let this Shillong, the present Shillong Civil Hospital, be known as an old civil hospital. Let us have new civil hospital where we take the governments away from Shillong. Because we have to be, realistic, sir, that no matter what we do, we cannot change the present Shillong and make it convenient for everyone. We have to suffer because of the lack of vision, the lack of planning, maybe on the part of the past. But we as a present leadership, we should look forward and have a vision how to decongest Shillong by taking all these kind of developments to the suburb and the adjoining areas of Shillong. So, sir, I feel that on the part of the Voice of the People Party, we would like to highlight this issue. Just now, the Honorable Minister had replied to the zero-hour notice raised by the Honorable Member from South Shillong. And, sir, the fact is that the irony is that the government is ready to sacrifice many green areas and even violate the law. There has been a gross violation of law as far as forest is concerned. Many areas which have been recorded in this notification submitted to the Supreme Court were violated by the government. We know that there are many areas in Lumshnong, forest area, where many industries have been setting up there, violating, and I want also to know who is the competent authority to issue NOC for the setting up of those industries in Lumshnong area, which has been included as recorded forest area. We know that we cannot simply divert the forest area into the non-forest activity. So let me remind this August House that whoever responsible for diversion of forest areas into non-forest activities, especially in the Lumshnong area, will not go unpunished, sir. So, sir, these are the few submissions that I would like to make. And I would also like to remind this August House that the Assembly Secretariat, during the tenure of our honorable member, Charles Pingrove, they had to abandon the proposal to construct a new assembling building at Taraghar because of the opposition of few environmentalists in the state. And it involves only 35 number of trees that they need to cut to construct a new assembly building in that Taraghar. The then leadership, they are so sensitive towards the nature. So which is why, sir, I feel that this government should not be insensitive towards the Mother Earth, lest we have to pay a heavy price in the future, sir. So, sir, these are my submissions, and I hope that the government will seriously look into this future, sir. So, sir, these are my submissions, and I hope that the government will seriously look into this matter, look into these concerns which we have expressed. And as I have said, we are not against development. The intention, the objective of the government to bring in development in the state is appreciated and good. But I feel that the choice of location, especially in this 4 location, land at Bernihat, at Omyam, Tanong Light Park, Wards Lake, sir, is not at all good. Maybe the choice of location is wrong. So maybe the government of the day will consider this matter seriously and review and reconsider its decision. And as the party, we would love to see that Meghalaya is developed. We would love to work with the government as far as the development is concerned. But as I've said, we cannot lose sight of the fact that nature, environment also needs equal attention from the government. So, sir, with these few words, I resume my seat.